Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aries, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. For Aries. Okay, Aries, the overall energy of your reading is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving card in the whole deck. The Knight of Pentacles, it looks like the horse is not moving, just standing there. But there is one foot right in front of the other. The Knight of Pentacles is about the pentacle coming forward and really taking its time doing so. This is stability, security, groundedness, a commitment possibly. So there is delays in this reaching you. So let's read on. Let's find out why the Knight of Pentacles surrounds your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Nine of Cups. Well, the Nine of Cups, to me, when I do my readings, sometimes they are a wish come true. But in this case, I think you're guarding your love. I think you have a lot of love within you, and I don't think you're handing it out. I think you're sitting in front of it, you know you have it, and you're waiting for the right person to come along or the right timing and person to come along before you hand out that love. Now, the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles are the two strongest energies in this whole reading. So, I think you're waiting for someone who's committable to hand out that love. And I don't know if you have somebody on your mind yet or not, but you're kind of guarding that right now. Next to the Nine of Cups is the Nine of Wands. Boy, you're getting tired of it too. This is just getting worn out, kind of worn down to a frazzle. You're still standing there. You're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but you've been through the ringer. You're getting tired of holding your love back. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to share this with somebody. And I feel like you've been waiting for this commitment, this committable person or commitment to come forward for a very long time. And you are about ready to give up. I have the Eight of Cups right next to the Nine of Wands. The Eight of Cups, this is turning your back on the whole situation. Turning your back on love. Like I say, you're about ready to give up, and you're thinking about walking away from the hope that this will amount to something. That someone will come in that's committable for you so that you can share your love with them. You are really getting to this place of just total worn outness, just like being drugged through the mud. You're almost done. You're at your wit's end. Under the Nine of Cups, I have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is your energy, Nine of Pentacles. You don't have to have somebody else's pentacle. You have 9 of them. One more would give you 10, which is the best. But you're good on your own, You're stable, you're secure, you're grounded, you're self-confident. So it's just that you want this other energy. You want to be able to hand out your love. That's the thing with the Nine of Pentacles. You have everything, it looks like, except someone to hand your love out to. Someone who could be a part of your life because of the pentacle. On the other side of the Knight of Pentacles is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is this feeling of being trapped, like you can't move, like you're stuck. Not seeing all the truth and the clarity, not knowing what's going to happen next, in your life. The mouth isn't bound, the feet aren't bound. You can get out of this situation of feeling stuck in a place of not being able to share your love with a partner. who is committable. So you feel stuck, like you can't move towards what you really want, okay? All this truth and all this clarity is behind you. You're unable to see it. Now, this is an illusion. You can walk out now. You can ask for help. Your mouth is not bound. There's a lot of options for you here. But you're turning your back, or you're feeling like turning your back on this whole prospect. So under the 9 of Pentacles is the Justice card. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But more importantly, this is like self-justice. I mean, it's holding your sword up. So you are in self-protection. You are protecting yourself. You're not just going to hand your love out to anybody. You're balanced. Your life is balanced. And you're not going to let anybody come into your life and throw those scales off balance. Libra might be in your chart or in somebody else's chart around this reading. So next to the Justice card, I have the 10 of Wands. And the 10, it's becoming a burden. It's becoming a burden to you, thinking that there might be somebody out there for you to share your love with and share your life with. This pentacle is so slow. It is a burden. I got the 9 of Wands up here on one side of the Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands under the Knight of Pentacles. And you know what the 10 of Wands means? It's about the end. You can only carry that load for so long before you drop those wands. You can drop them one by one or all at once. And let me tell you, I see something here. So you're getting into this state. You're feeling like this up here. And then it's like somebody shows up. I have the Lovers card here. This is a divine soulmate connection with somebody. This is a card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. More importantly, this is a divine, you've been lovers in another life. There's somebody coming in that you're going to have an extremely strong connection with. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides right there, and they're trying to pull you two together. Now, being next to that 10 of Wands, that boy, you're going to start dropping those wands once you meet this person. Once you feel this connection, you're going to be able to free yourself from feeling stuck in one place in your life when you want to move forward with someone. Let's find out in the second half. Let's see what else the universe has for us. I'd like to find out more about who you can expect to be coming in. These readings don't usually go past six months. If it's been past 6 months, it probably was not your reading. If it doesn't sound like your reading so far, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign. That's your emotional side. So Aries, let's find out what else we need to know. There you are. What else do we need to know? And there you are right there. So let's read on. Up here in your highest energy, I have the King of Pentacles. Looking at that pentacle, I mean, it surrounds the entire reading. It's the security, the stability, the groundedness, the commitment, male or female. All the cards are male or female. So this is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But you have your eye on that pentacle. And I don't think you want to hand your love out to somebody who's non-committable. You've probably been through it before. You're about ready to give up, though, on the love, on someone that you can truly love. But down here, I see someone coming in, and that's going to change your mind. There is no denying this divine soulmate that's coming in. Next to the King of Pentacles is the Ace of Swords. Truth, clarity, through conversation here. So I feel like that is what this new relationship will be based on, is a lot of truth and clarity. I think there's going to be a lot of conversations. You're going to get to know each other. And I mean, you don't hand that love out easily. So you're going to have to get to know them. And there will be a lot of back and forth going on about each other. I have the Queen of Wands, which is you, your energy. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Also might be strong in somebody else's chart, or you might have one of those other fire signs in your chart. But you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. This is also a staff of passion. I think this will be a passionate. There's going to be a strong physical connection too with this new partner that's coming in. You have, it looks like you have a love of gardens. You appreciate the beauty in life. But you're holding on to that staff, and you're getting ready for that fresh start and that new beginning through all this conversation here. But you're keeping your eye on the pentacle. Are they committable? Do you want to even be committed to them? Okay. Under the King of Pentacles, I have the Two of Wands. This is next to feeling trapped, that, you know, not being able to move, which you want to. But it's only a feeling. It's an illusion with the Eight of Swords. So all this truth and all this clarity you're not seeing now. We have the Ace of Swords up here. That's just going to break you free. Actually, that Ace of Swords can cut those bandages right off of you, so you can just totally free yourself from that energy. The Two of Wands is hanging on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, in one hand, and in the other hand you have the World. That's a whole new life cycle. So you're standing there, this soulmate comes in, this divine soulmate comes in. You start having a lot of conversations with them. And the whole time you're focused on, is this the right person for me to have a fresh start and new beginning with? Are they committable? So you're standing there and you're wondering if this is your new life cycle. Right next to the Two of Wands is the Four of Swords. This is going to help you heal. It's right under the Ace of Swords, all that truth and clarity. This is what you've been praying for. It's what you've been asking for to come into your life that you just about give up on. This is very spiritual. It's a healing card. I think it's very healing. This person who comes in is not only here as a divine lover and soulmate, they're also here to help you heal. And it's something that you have hoped for and prayed for and meditated in your spare time. You've wanted to enter your life for a long time. It's right next to the Page of Pentacles. So in these times of meditation, these times you spend alone praying, you know, wondering if this is ever going to happen for you, you are still looking at the Pentacle. So, you know, this is very important. You know, this is it's because of past history usually, and that is fine. That is probably what you should be looking at. You want to make sure that they're committable before you move forward with them. You're ready, but you're going to get all your truth and clarity first. So under the Two of Wands is the King of Swords, male or female, air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Now we have Gemini and we have Gemini right next to each other. There's two for Gemini here. And we have Libra. And so there's two for Libra. So the King of Swords, self-protection mode. When this soulmate comes in, your sword is up. You're not like, you're reserved as far as love goes. And that is a sword of truth and clarity. And you will get it before moving forward with them into a new life cycle. There's going to be some confusion here about whether or not they're committable. There's going to be confusion on whether you are actually getting what you've been hoping for and praying for. So I think getting to know them will be kind of a rocky road, a little bit confusing, a little bit, there's going to be some ups and downs. There's ships bouncing around on the ocean. The Pentacles, it's like one day you think, oh yeah, I think they're the right one for me. And the next day you're going to go, no, I don't know about this. And the next, you know, it's going to be one of those deals. You're going to go back and forth about whether or not they are the right person for you. That Two of Pentacles, that confusion there. And under the Page of Pentacles, I'm telling you, this is about Pentacles all the way around, is your card, the Emperor, the card for Aries. You're going to stick by your guns. You are not going to sway from what you want. You've made up your mind what you want for a new partner. But you really, really want this new partner really, really bad to come in, because you're getting sick and tired of hanging on to those cups of love. So, you know, you're almost thinking about walking away and just, you know, giving up on hanging on to them anymore. So the Emperor here is you're being stubborn, which is good, I think. You're being firm, very firm in your decision. You know what you want. You're going to go by the book that you wrote for yourself. And you are very much liked and respected by others who know you. But the ones who get really close to you, they will discover that you have a stubborn streak. So, you know, focused on the Pentacles. Definitely. They have to be secure. They have to be stable. They have to contribute to the relationship. But boy, I think there's going to be a lot of passion with this person too that comes in. I'm going to take one more card for Aries. It's the Two of Swords. And so this card goes right here. And this is about not wanting, like I said, you're getting ready to turn your back on holding out that love because it's getting very tiring for you. You're not wanting, this is the card of not really wanting to deal with worrying about hanging on to that love anymore. You're blindfolded. It's a lot like the Eight of Swords. You have your heart protected here. And that's why you're looking for who you've been hurt before. And that's why you're looking for someone who's committable. Your swords are up for truth and clarity. Your heart is protected with your arms crossed, and the blindfold is on. It's like you don't want to deal with the wrong kind of love. And if they don't have a pentacle, you don't want to deal with them. So your mind is made up what you want in your partner. So Aries, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.